I didn't plan to expose my wife at her sister's engagement party in downtown Houston, but I didn't expect her secret to explode across the projector screen either. 1 second the room was clinking glasses, music soft, people laughing under warm golden lights. The next second, the screen behind the DJ flickered, and there she was. My wife. On a hotel bed. Kissing someone I recognized too well, my old friend Marcus. A man who used to sit at my table. A man my family trusted. The projector didn't stop. The video kept playing. Someone gasped. A glass shattered on the floor. My wife's face drained of color from across the room as she screamed, "Turn it off!" But no one moved. Everyone was watching. And I swear, in that moment, I realized I didn't even know how long this had been going on, or why the same woman who was begging me for patience last month suddenly changed every password in her life the same week I got hired at my new job. I still didn't know how deep the betrayal went, or why everything she owned had been locked away from me the same week I got hired. If you love a good twist, hit that subscribe button. Tell us your location and if it's day or night there. Dark stories feel different in the dark. The room didn't recover after that. Her sister started screaming first. Someone tried to block the screen, but it was too late. The damage was already carved into every pair of eyes in that ballroom. My wife ran toward the projector like she could physically undo what had already happened. "This is fake," she yelled. "This is edited." Marcus didn't move. That was the part that hit me hardest. He just stood there, frozen, like a man who thought he'd never get caught. And me? I just stood at the edge of the crowd, watching my entire marriage collapse in HD clarity. The room went silent. Then chaos. I left before anyone could ask me anything. Outside, Houston air felt too heavy, too real. My phone buzzed non-stop, calls, messages, her family, my family, unknown numbers. But one thing kept replaying in my head. The password changes. It started the same week I got hired at the firm in Atlanta. New salary, new position, finally some respect after years of struggle. That same week, she locked me out of everything. Bank accounts. Shared cloud. Even the damn smart home system. "Just organizing things," she said. But she never looked me in the eye when she said it. Now I knew why. The discovery didn't come from me. It came from a call I almost ignored 2 weeks earlier. A coworker's voice, low, uneasy. "Man, I don't know how to say this, but I saw your wife at a restaurant near Midtown, with someone who wasn't you." I laughed it off then. I shouldn't have. Because after that, everything started slipping out of place. Her late nights. Her sudden gym obsession. The way she guarded her phone like it contained state secrets. And Marcus, always just in town. Always just passing through. Every lie had been standing right in front of me. I just didn't know I was supposed to be looking. The denial phase hit me harder than the truth. When I confronted her that night at home, she didn't even flinch. "You're paranoid," she said, scrolling her phone. "You finally get a good job and now you think everyone's against you?" That line. That exact line. Like my success had made me crazy instead of suspicious. But I noticed something else then. Her passwords were already changed. Every device. Every account. She had been building a wall around her life while smiling in my face. And I was still outside it. The manipulation came next. She started rewriting history. Said Marcus was helping her mentally. Said I was emotionally absent because of work. Said I was imagining things because I was stressed. And the more I listened, the more I realized something terrifying. She wasn't just cheating. She was preparing. Preparing to leave me blind while she rebuilt her life with someone I used to call a friend. The collapse didn't happen all at once. It happened in pieces. First, I stopped arguing. Then I stopped asking. Then I started watching. Quietly. Strategically. Every password she changed, I documented what she forgot. Every lie she told, I saved. Every slip, every inconsistency, I built a map she never saw coming. And the moment I confirmed everything wasn't just betrayal, it was coordination between her and Marcus, I stopped being her husband in my mind. I became something else. Something colder. Something patient. The trap was simple. Her sister's engagement party wasn't random. I made sure the venue used my company's AV vendor through a business partnership. I made sure the projector system synced with a backup drive I controlled. And I made sure the video I found, buried in a cloud folder she thought I couldn't access anymore, was cued to play at the exact moment the toast began. She changed passwords. But she forgot I build systems for a living. When the video hit the screen, it wasn't just revenge. It was exposure. Marcus tried to leave first. My wife tried to stop him, grabbing his arm in front of everyone, screaming his name like that would erase what they'd done. But it was already over. Phones were out. Videos were recording. The internet was already being fed. By morning, it wouldn't just be Houston gossip. It would be everywhere. Afterward, there was nothing left to say between us. She stood in our empty house that night, mascara ruined, voice shaking. "You destroyed everything," she whispered. I looked at her for a long time. "No," I said quietly. "You did. I just stopped protecting it." And for the first time, she didn't have a response. I moved out 2 days later. My promotion still went through. My career didn't collapse like she said it would. If anything, it stabilized me, gave me distance, clarity, control. Marcus lost his job within a week after the footage went viral internally. Her reputation followed shortly after. People called it scandal. I called it correction. Months later, I still get flashes of that screen lighting up the room. But now, it doesn't hurt the same way. Because I learned something in Houston that night under those golden lights and shattered glasses. Love doesn't die when betrayal happens. It dies when truth finally gets a microphone. And mine finally spoke loud enough for everyone to hear. The end.